O'clock on this Sunday. I'm Mark Mester. That deputy who went missing after crashing his patrol car has now been arrested. We'll explain why.
And good morning to you. I'm Lynette Romero. Today marks the 15th annual Songkran Festival being held in Thai Town. We are taking you there live.
And former TV host Adrienne Bailon is opening up about staying silent on her journey to motherhood. And speaking of journeys, the KTLA Fam Bam trekked to Disney's California Adventure last night for the 30th annual Chalk Walk. Updated details coming up, and more popcorn.
Temperatures today will be cooler. Sorry, I was trying to save battery and save us some money around here. Temperatures today will be cooler than yesterday, but a big warm-up's on the way. Yes, another heat wave. We'll talk about triple digits coming up.
Good morning to you. Welcome to the KTLA Morning News. It is 10 a.m. I'm Lynette Romero.
And I'm Mark Mester. Our top stories this morning. Firefighters right now, they're preparing for an increased risk of fire danger as excessive heat bears down on Southern California.
We could even see temperatures pushing past the 100-degree mark. KTLA 5's Jennifer McGraw is live this morning in Sherman Oaks. Okay, so we see the kind of the fog starting to clear. You've been there since 6 a.m. Tell me how hot you've seen it get.
Lynette, it has gotten, it feels like 20 degrees hotter because the sun is literally beating down on my head, but it was so nice and cool and cloudy earlier, and we're thinking, why are we talking about fire danger? Because the reality is the season is only going to get more blustery, and we're talking wicked winds heading our way, so that mixed with fire fuel, you do not want to be caught without a go bag. I know we talk about it all the time. Don't be complacent. Get ready. Have a plan. We cannot stress that enough, and which is why Sherman Oaks teamed up with the Neighborhood Watch Association and other city leaders and county officials to have a plan. So today you're asking Sherman Oaks residents to mock drill, right?
Yes.
Talk about what they should be doing at 10:30.
Well, it's actually a 10 o'clock drill, so I just sent out a mass notification, and the mass notification says, go ahead and proceed with the mock drill, which is basically getting all of the documents that are hard to recreate from either government agencies or private industry, like insurance papers and such, and just be having a mindfulness around what it's going to take to actually be prepared to leave a house successfully for 3 days in a timely manner. We don't want to clog and congestion the streets for late departures, because the LAFD is needing to get into your neighborhood for fire suppression, structure protection, and life safety.
And take a look at this video. We've all seen the video of people running out of their homes. I only have this shirt on my back, my animals, my dogs, my cats. It's going to take people weeks to get all these important documents. So if they spend just today, this afternoon, gathering those paperwork and put them in a bag, this could save them time, energy, and a lot of headache down the road.
Well, not just headache, it could save their lives. Because if you think about the flash fuel consistency at 4% moisture content right now, and all of the box canyons that are lining around the entire Los Angeles basin, you're talking about a condition that a one-way in, one-way out scenario. And these are the types of conditions that really prevail throughout the Southern California region. Everyone needs to be mindful about early evacuation.
Robert, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So that's the word of warning for you at home. Get your bag ready and be prepared, because it is going to get windy. That's very latest live in Sherman Oaks. Jennifer McGraw, KTLA 5 News.
Jennifer, thank you. We appreciate those live reports all morning long. Other news, we're following a police pursuit lasting just 1 minute through Hollywood ended in a violent crash with the car flipping over and landing on its roof. LAPD officers were chasing down the stolen car about 11 o'clock last night when it smashed into multiple other vehicles at the intersection of Franklin and Bronson Avenues. The driver managed to get out of the overturned car, tried to run away from police, but he was tracked down shortly thereafter, and then he was taken into custody. The victims were treated by paramedics on the scene.
The LA County Sheriff's deputy, initially believed to have gone missing after crashing his patrol car, has now been arrested on suspicion of DUI. Deputy Carlos Lopez, a member of an elite special enforcement unit, is accused of crashing his vehicle in Stevenson Ranch on Friday night. It was right near Pico Canyon Road and Southern Oaks Drive. Lopez was off duty at the time. When emergency personnel arrived on scene, the deputy had disappeared. Investigators say that Lopez was found nearly about an hour later at his home not far from the crash site. He'd left his gun, phone, and other gear in that vehicle. Lopez has also been relieved of duty while the investigation continues.
The Buffalo Bills have released punter Matt Araiza. Is that how you say it? I'm sorry. I
think it's Araiza.
Matt Araiza. Araiza is being accused of raping a 17-year-old girl last year while attending San Diego University. He is denying those accusations. Bills management says they don't necessarily think he is guilty, but that parting ways is best for the organization as a whole. 2 other men are also being accused of taking part in the assault. The alleged victim is suing Araiza and the 2 men in civil court. So far, no criminal charges have been filed.
New statistics released by the State Department of Justice let me try this one more time. New statistics released by the State Department of Justice. I guess they've reported that, okay, we're going to try this one more time with one word that we need. They're
showing that the violence, yeah.
Okay.
It's missing.
No, it's 10 o'clock. Just gonna take a deep breath.
Right.
Hold on.
Okay.
New statistics. It's by the State Department of Justice, have just released this data, that violent crime in the state of California is up despite arrest rates going down. I got it. The figures released Thursday show more than 150 more homicides than 2020, making it the worst year since 2007. Rates of other violent crimes were also up 6.7% from 2020, while property crime, those rates rose 3%. The uptick in violent crime was accompanied by a decrease in the total arrests made, down more than 7% since 2020.
A major push to get people vaccinated against monkeypox is underway here in Southern California. Healthcare workers from several organizations set up a vaccination site yesterday at Grand Park in downtown Los Angeles. Now, the goal is to get hundreds of people inoculated against the virus. While there's been a recent surge in monkeypox cases, they've largely been isolated to the LGBTQ community. Now, despite that, though, healthcare experts warn that this virus does not discriminate when it comes to who it infects.
Monkeypox is not a sexually transmitted disease. It's a disease that's spread through close contact. But, as often is the case with, infectious diseases, they often start with one social group, like meningitis amongst college students.
It's okay.
Nationwide, there have been more than 16,000 reported cases.
When it comes to COVID-19, health experts say that more and more Californians are showing up to their jobs while infected with the virus and also increasing the risk of an outbreak. Most of those sick workers have either very mild symptoms or none at all, and probably don't even know that they have COVID. It's especially true with the BA.5 subvariant, as many patients aren't testing positive for 4 to 5 days after showing symptoms. Doctors reminding workers that even with mild symptoms, people can still spread the virus. Okay, you were looking live this morning from Playa del Rey. This is where runners have come together today for a really great cause. Let's cheer on her. Well done.
Nice job.
And if you look at the garments, the clothing that they're wearing, you'll notice that for good reason.
It's for a reason.
This is a bra run. It's an event organized by the charity. What is it called? It's Evelyn's BFF. It's for breast cancer survivors.
That's right. The charity event gets participants active. They're encouraged to get creative with their attire and compete in a costume contest. Prizes for the best male and female decorated bra will be announced at the event later today. They will be continuing this event all